you have one on for the Star Spangled Banner. Board of Education, family, friends, and most importantly, Pawling High School graduates of the class of 2013, on behalf of the faculty and staff, I would like to welcome you all to the 63rd Annual Commencement Ceremony of the Pawling Central School District. At this time, I would like to invite our salutatorian, Miss Madeline Clemens, to come to the podium to deliver her address.
Good evening, everyone, family, friends, faculty. I am Madeline Clemens, and I'm so glad to be here tonight. It is finally graduation, the last step in our high school career and the first step in the next chapter of our lives. I am also glad because it's a Friday, which is my favorite day of the week. First, I would like to begin with thank yous. I would like to thank my mom and dad for everything they've done for me, specifically these past 4 years. You have taught me to put effort into everything I did. Even if I don't reach my goal, you support me and are proud of me anyway. Thank you, Grandma, for being awesome and backing me up 100%. And thank you to my little sisters, Elizabeth and Julia, for you have taught me what true patience is. In addition, I couldn't ask for a better group of friends. Thank you for making the past 4 years such an incredible journey. Not one of us would be here graduating today if it weren't for the amazing teachers in our school. Thank you for teaching us how to be diligent with our studies. And a huge thank you to Mrs. Callan, Mr. Bellucci, and all the other faculty and staff. Without you, the school day would be chaos. And thank you, Mrs. Zoltan, Ms. Hildebrand, and Mrs. Gallagher in the guidance office for answering our many questions and for helping with college applications. Finally, Mrs. Hildebrand, thank you so much for being our class advisor. I don't know how much fun senior year would have been without your hard work and planning. Moving on, While writing my speech, I contemplated on what I should focus on. Fond memories, bright futures, or should I try to make some sort of metaphor that sends a deep and meaningful message? Trying to gain inspiration about what to write about, I of course became hungry. Yes, now it's time for a metaphor. While eating my homemade corn muffin, I realized that life is very much an improvised recipe. Lots of ingredients and many outcomes. Our experiences these past 4 years have brought us together as a grade and have separated us as individuals. A few things that gives our grade the label of being mischief makers or jokers are nuggeting each other's bags in 9th grade, our recent senior prank, and of course, I can't forget the infamous Brody chant. But our grade is also more than that. We are intelligent, determined, and imaginative. Once we set a goal, it will be met. We all have our own perspectives of these past experiences, but I know for sure that they have brought us as a grade closer together. After today, each and every one of us will be walking down a new and separate path. Some of us will be going to college, while others will be looking for work or moving somewhere new. There are tons of new experiences ahead of us that will add to the list of ingredients, good and bad, that make us who we are and who we will become. Mistakes will be made, but as my parents say, if you mess up, it's okay. Just learn from it. Fellow peers, listen to your parents. They're almost always right. Learn from your past and reach for your dreams. And as the band Journey says, don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Finally, congratulations to the class of 2013. And thank you to everyone who helped us get here. Have a wonderful night.
At this time, I would like to invite our select chorus, headed by Mrs. Olson, to play a selection. Christopher Kendra to please come up to the podium to do the presentation of the senior gift at this time.
Greetings, everyone. On behalf of the senior class of 2013, I would like to present this tree, a Japanese maple, to Pawling High School. It is a symbol that, while we are moving on to new things, our roots are firmly planted in Pawling High School. It will be the first addition to the newly renovated courtyard that will be finished this fall. Thank you.
Now I would like to ask our valedictorian, Ms. Magdalene Fogarassi, to come to the podium for her address.
Hello, my name is Magdalene Fogarassi, and I'm the valedictorian of the class of 2013. And I'm just going to start off and say that I have never been to a graduation before, but I'm supposedly very intelligent, so I'm supposed to understand how speeches work. And I should assume that this was supposed to be nice and formal with things here and there, congratulations to our class, and a motivational quote to end with. But I'm going to be honest, and that would not represent our class. And I will say our class, because yes, there are moments when I can honestly say I hated most of them. But there are a lot of other moments where I can honestly say that I loved this class. And I would say we've had our ups and downs, but not only is that really cliche, it also misleadingly assumes that we follow some sort of predetermined track. And we most certainly do not. And while I'm not sure what it is we follow, that's okay. And in fact, I think beyond that, it's good. Because, like it or not, we are the next generation. And we will take control of this world. And I don't believe that we're going to incite rebellion, although we might. But it's just simply that we will live forever, and we're coming. And the world at this point doesn't just need people who can memorize a lot of things and spit them back in the same way that other people want to hear them. And yes, there are great innovations and leaps being made in engineering, computer science, and medicine, but those are not the only jobs in the world that make a difference. There are skills and trades that we could not possibly live without, and I assure you that you will find something that you love. And I urge you to pursue that, and refuse to be beaten down by the systems under which we live. Although don't worry about us in that regard. After all, we have basically become the great known for fighting against every and anything that we didn't like. And in our defense, we have dealt with a lot. And in those regards, I believe we've become a better and a closer group. And there was probably a time where I could name every person in our class. And although I don't promise I can do that now, I do believe we have a number of memories that still tie us together. You know, that time we did go to DC, that time in middle school when we were forced into assigned seating at lunch, or that time when the blow dryer in the boys' locker room mysteriously caught on fire, or the stink bombs every night. That's us, let's face it. Or that one time the school decided to mistake community ISS. The time we couldn't all agree to not show up to school. That time we did all agree to show up, but apparently that memo went to a couple too many people. And then the time the school decided to enforce senior skip day for us. And all of the countless other inside jokes that we'll just keep telling, because those were the moments that really mattered and that we'll really remember about high school. Because it doesn't matter if you didn't get the top grades, and it is me telling you this in regular credit. Your grades will not determine your intelligence, and what you've done in school thus far does not dictate every moment of your life to come. Because at any, and at every moment, you have the option to change your life. Now, when I did passively refuse a state-required assessment, I got into an interesting conversation with a certain person, and the phrase, find some values to fight for, came up. And this person gave me a very nice, very inspirational talk about all the things that they were doing to change the things that they didn't like. And while that was nice, they completely missed the point of my statement. I don't really care what values it is you choose to fight for, because that's not the important part. What is important is the fight, the action that you take to pursue the goals that you seek. Because at its roots, I strongly believe that all life is a game. And as of now, there is no way to really win it, but at the very least, you should give it a good run. So, if you really want to live your life according to your own rules, find a passion and pursue it. Because you define the world in which you live, and that will become a world that we pass on. So, at least attempt to pursue it. And finally, because I believe I have to, thank you to the teachers and the parents for your hard work and putting up with us. And of course, to my fellow classmates, thank you for your work, for your antics, your time, and your determination, because assuredly some of you had it close, but we do have 100% graduation rate this year for the first time in many. And now, I will impart to you the words of Julius Sirius, hint hint, motivational quote part. Necessity knows no laws. Become a legend, and don't let anything stand in your way. Finally, congratulations to the crazy, the awkward, and the legendary special ed class of 2013. Thank you.
At this time now, I would like to invite those seniors who will be playing in the jazz band to please come on over, and Mr.